Hi students, have a nice day. Today we are going to learn about 9th standard science. The topic name is atomic structure part 2.
In this picture we can see that there are 8 electrons in the outermost shell of an atom. These 8 electrons are called as valence electrons. The outermost shell of an atom is called valence shell and the electrons present in the valence shell are known as valence electrons. Elements which have valence electrons 1, 2, 3 except hydrogen are metals. Elements which have 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell are non-metals. Next we move to valency. Valency of an element is the combining capacity of the element with other elements and is equal to the number of electrons that take part in a chemical reaction. Valency of the elements having valence electrons, that means 1 to 4 respectively. Valency of an element with 5 to 7 valence electrons is 3, 2, 1, that means 8 electrons rules is obeyed. For example, the valency of hydrogen is 1 and the valency of oxygen is 2. First 20 elements and their valency and electronic configuration are given here. You must learn this one. Isotopes are defined as the atoms of the same element having the same atomic number but different mass number. Next, let's learn about isotopes. For example, hydrogen atom, it has 3 atomic species as shown in this picture: protium, deuterium and tritium. The atomic number of all 3 isotopes is 1, but the mass number is 1, 2 and 3 respectively. Next we move to isobar. Atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers which have the same mass number are known as isobars. For example, let us consider 2 elements, calcium and potassium. They have different number of protons and electrons, but the mass number of both these elements is 40. It follows the total number of nucleons in both of the atoms are same. Next we move to isotones. Atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and different mass number but with the same number of neutrons are called isotones. For example, boron and carbon has the same number of neutrons but different number of atomic number and mass number. Next we move to laws of chemical combination. In the 17th century, scientists had been trying to find out methods of converting one substance into another. During their studies of chemical changes, they made certain generalizations. These generalizations are known as laws of chemical combinations. These are law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportions, law of multiple proportions, law of reciprocal proportions, and last one, Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. Out of these 5 laws, you have already learned the first 2 laws in class 8. Let's see the next 3 laws in detail in this chapter. Next we move to law of multiple proportions. This law was proposed by John Dalton in 1804. It states that when 2 elements A and B combine together to form more than one compound, then masses of A, which separately combines with a fixed mass of B, are in simple ratio. For example, sulfur combines with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. The ratio of masses of oxygen in SO2 and SO3 for fixed mass of sulfur is 2:3. Next we move to law of reciprocal proportions. The law of reciprocal proportions was proposed by Richter in 1792. It states that if 2 different elements combine separately with the same weight of a third element, the ratio of the masses in which they do so are either the same or the simple multiple of the masses ratio in which they combine. Consider the three elements hydrogen, oxygen, and water. Here, hydrogen and oxygen combine separately with the same weight of carbon to form methane, that means CH4, and carbon dioxide CO2. Here, ratio of different mass of hydrogen and oxygen that combines with the same mass of carbon. The ratio is 1:8. Now, hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water H2O. Ratio of mass of hydrogen to oxygen is 1:8. From these two equations, the ratio is the same as that of the first obtained. Thus, the law of reciprocal proportion is illustrated. Next, we move to Gay-Lussac's law. According to Gay-Lussac's law, whenever the gases react together, the volume of the reacting gases as well as the products bear a simple whole number ratio, provided all the volumes are measured under similar conditions of temperature and pressure. This law may be illustrated by the following example. It has been experimentally observed that 2 volume of hydrogen reacts with 1 volume of oxygen to form 2 volume of water. The ratio of volume which gases bear is 2:1:2, which is simple whole number ratio. Next, we move to quantum numbers. The numbers which designate and distinguish various atomic orbitals and electrons present in an atom are called quantum number. There are 4 types of quantum numbers is there. First one, principal quantum number, that symbol is small n. Next one, angular momentum or azimuthal quantum number, that symbol is small l. Next one, magnetic quantum number, small m. And last one, spin quantum number, that symbol is s.